Hello. Okay. Hello, students. Yep. Hello, everyone. And okay, this is Vinayak Gupta. I'm a subject matter expert and an online tutor. Sorry for being late. Again, there was a technical issue which I was not able to understand on the channel. Okay. So, anyways, I'm in and I'll start the lecture from now. Okay. So for all those who don't know me, okay, my name is Vinayak Gupta, and as I told you, I'm a subject matter expert and an online tutor. Okay, and today we'll be continuing with the another concept of reproduction organisms. That concept is sexual reproduction in organisms. तो ये जो sexual reproduction in organisms है, ये आज हम लोग continue करेंगे, यहाँ से पढ़ने की कोशिश करेंगे. Last time if you remember, हम लोग ने एक previous section में asexual reproduction in animals पढ़ लिया था, under which we had studied binary fission, we had studied budding, we had studied zoospores, conidia, gemmules, fragmentation. So ये सब चीजें हमने last lecture पढ़ी थी. Okay, तो last lecture हमने asexual reproduction in animals और उसके modes, different types of modes पढ़े थे. Clear? एक recap बता देता हूँ. I'll just tell you in a gist what all these points mean. Okay, binary fission by the name itself suggests binary, दो. So a cell divides into two equal cells by two cells. Okay, budding, there's a small outgrowth. एक छोटी सी फोड़ा या ऐसी कोई चीज निकलती है. That's another organism from the adult organism. अब या तो वो detach होके गिर के then it can grow, or it can remain attached and then it can grow afterwards. After attaining maturity, it can detach itself. ठीक है? अच्छा, next zoospores. They are motile structures. They are special asexual reproductive structures and they are motile. Okay. Then we also saw conidia in penicillium. Conidia are small spherical growths on the apex. Tips में grow होते हैं, ऐसे balls बनने लगते हैं. And gemmules is a special structure found in sponges. That's an aggregated mass of cells. Fragmentation, जैसे मैंने आप लोग को last time बताया था, अगर याद हो तो, fragmentation जो है, fragmentation as the name suggests, the body of an organism divides, टूट जाती है fragments में, और each fragment then develops into an adult organism. This is a mode of asexual reproduction, fragmentation. It should not be confused with regeneration. Regeneration मतलब it's just the healing of lost parts. It may not give you a rise to an adult organism. Fragmentation में ये चीजें होती हैं. ठीक है? चलो नेक्स्ट पढ़ते हैं. जैसे ये दिस वाज द लास्ट स्लाइड इफ आई रिमेंबर ना. लास्ट लेक्चर में आई हैड मेड यू थरो विद ऑल दीज टर्म्स. फेजेस ऑफ लाइफ, बेसिकली एक ऑर्गेनिज्म होता है ना, एवरी ऑर्गेनिज्म हैज अ फेज ऑफ लाइफ. ओके, अप्स एंड डाउन्स, वो वाला नहीं, नॉट सैड एंड हैप्पी वंस, बट एक्चुअली द बायोलॉजिकल फेजेस आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट. ओके, इमोशनल फेजेस की बात नहीं कर रहा हूँ. सो बायोलॉजिकल फेजेस में एक होता है जुवेनाइल फेज, एक होता है रिप्रोडक्टिव फेज, एक होता है सेनेसेंट फेज. आदमी मतलब एक तरह से हम देखे जाए तो जुवेनाइल बचपन जो होता है ना, वो जुवेनाइल फेज है. फिर जवानी रिप्रोडक्टिव, एंड देन बुढ़ापा सेनेसेंट. ठीक है, जुवेनाइल इज टिल द एज यू अटेन प्यूबर्टी. ओके, सो इट्स इन योर टीन्स. ठीक है, रिप्रोडक्टिव स्टेज रहता है वो 50 से 60 साल तक रहता है. 50 to 60 ईयर्स तक आपका रिप्रोडक्टिव स्टेज रहता है. उसके बाद बुढ़ापा स्टार्ट होता है. देन योर बॉडी एक्टिविटी स्टार्ट्स डिक्लाइनिंग, बिकॉज you know, once a wise man said that a body needs a reason to perish. So this is the onset of all those reasons. Okay, so senescent stage जो रहता है, senescent stage is actually the old declining phase of life. ठीक है, ये phases animals में पाए जाते हैं as you can see, और ये plants में भी पाए जाते हैं. They are also found in plants, but there's a small change. Instead of juvenile, okay, we say vegetative in plants. तो plants में हम लोग juvenile के बदले हम लोग vegetative phase बोलते हैं. ठीक है, बाकी सब phases सेम है. Plants में juvenile के बदले instead of juvenile it has vegetative, then it's a reproductive, then senescent. Okay, so these are the three phases of life in both plants and animals. Clear? Chalo. Then phases of life. Now phases of life में जैसे मैंने आपको बताया, 3 phases मैंने आपको बताया. The only difference between plants and animals is the first phase and the terms used for that first phase. In animals, juvenile, in plants, vegetative. Now, when an organism, when a body of an organism has to move or to convert or to enter into a phase from the previous one, so it undergoes, this transition is because of hormones. Okay, तो अगर आप समझिए जैसे जुवेनाइल फेज से ह्यूमंस को अगर रिप्रोडक्टिव फेज में व्हेन योर बॉडी इज रेडी टू एंटर दैट फेज ऑफ लाइफ फ्रॉम जुवेनाइल टू रिप्रोडक्टिव, it has a certain changes in hormones. So basically all the transition from one phase to another happens due to the changes of hormones, their activities. They are regulated and monitored by hormones. Okay, and with obviously interaction with certain environmental factors. ठीक है. अच्छा, जो फर्स्ट स्टेज है जैसे मैंने आपको बोला था, इट इज ऑब्जर्व्ड बिफोर मैच्योरिटी. ओके, मैच्योरिटी मतलब रिप्रोडक्टिव स्टेज आपका स्टार्ट हो जाता है, उसके पहले तक आप जुवेनाइल कहलाते हैं. अगर एनिमल्स में तो इंडियन लॉ के हिसाब से 18 साल की उम्र तक आप लोग को जुवेनाइल बोला जाता है. ठीक है, इसलिए अगर उस एज के अंडर किसी ने कोई गुनाह या अपराध किया तो उसको जुवेनाइल जेल भेजा जाता है. ठीक है, so before being sexually active, the phase which you are in is the जुवेनाइल स्टेज. ओके, उसके बाद आता है रिप्रोडक्टिव फेज. अच्छा, रिप्रोडक्टिव फेज क्या होता है? रिप्रोडक्टिव फेज में द ऑर्गेनिज्म इज सेक्सुअली वेरी एक्टिव. ओके, इट इज वेरी एक्टिव. गोनाड्स मैच्योर हो जाते हैं, देन यू आर वेरी मच एफिशिएंट इन प्रोड्यूसिंग गैमीट्स. ओके, इन मेल्स यू प्रोड्यूस नंबर ऑफ स्पर्म्स. क्लियर? एंड इन फीमेल्स ओवम. सो दिस इज द रिप्रोडक्टिव फेज. ये फेज आपके प्यूबर्टी जब आप हिट करते हो, इट लास्ट अप टू 50 to 60 years, जिसके बाद से सेनेसेंट स्टेज स्टार्ट हो जाता है. अब ये तो मैंने आप लोग को एनिमल्स या ह्यूमंस के बारे में बताया. मैं आपको बताता हूं अब फ्लावर्स में, प्लांट्स में. यू नो दैट फ्लावर्स आर द रिप्रोडक्टिव स्ट्रक्चर्स. इन फ्लावरिंग प्लांट्स, फ्लावर्स आर द रिप्रोडक्टिव स्ट्रक्चर. उनका सिर्फ मिशन ये नहीं होता है कि आप रोज डे पे अपने लव्ड वंस को रोज दे सकें. फ्लावर्स हैव अदर मिशंस. द मेन मिशन ऑफ अ फ्लावर टू बी देयर फॉर हिज एग्जिस्टेंस इज not for a bouquet but for reproduction, sexual reproduction in plants. Okay, so flower is the sexual reproductive part of a plant. अब ये plant जो है, when I talk about plants, plants are basically of 3 types depending on the time period which they take to finish, to complete their life cycles. First example, as you can see on screen, is annual. Okay, annual means in a year, 1 year. Okay, annual, the once a year you can say. So annual plants वो होते हैं, the plants which complete their one full life cycle in an year. एक साल में वो अपनी पूरी लाइफ साइकिल कंप्लीट कर देते हैं. अब लेट मी मेक माई सेल्फ क्लियर व्हेन आई से लाइफ साइकिल. व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय लाइफ साइकिल ऑफ अ प्लांट? सीड टू सीड साइकिल मतलब इट स्टार्ट्स फ्रॉम अ सीड. ओके, प्लांट बनता है, रिप्रोडक्टिव फेज आता है, फ्लावरिंग होता है, देन अगेन इट फॉर्म्स फ्रूट फर्टिलाइजेशन के बाद, देन अगेन सीड. ये पूरा एक लाइफ साइकिल है, स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम द सेम पॉइंट एंडिंग ऑन द सेम पॉइंट, सीड टू सीड. क्लियर? सो ये फुल लाइफ साइकिल माना जाता है एक प्लांट का. अगर कोई प्लांट 1 साल के अंदर विद इन 1 ईयर ये साइकिल कंप्लीट करता है, दैट प्लांट इज नोन एज एनुअल प्लांट. ठीक है? ओके, फिर उसके बाद वो फूल देते हैं और फिर भगवान को प्यारे हो जाते हैं. ठीक है? फॉर एग्जाम्पल, एनुअल प्लांट्स का एग्जाम्पल है फ्रेंच मैरीगोल्ड, लेग्यूम्स सच एज पीस, सोयाबीन्स. अच्छा, लेग्यूम्स क्या होते हैं? लेग्यूम्स आप लोगों ने नाम बहुत सुना होगा ना, मैं बताता हूँ आपको व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय लेग्यूम्स. सी, लेग्यूमिनस प्लांट्स और लेग्यूम्स आर ऑल दोस प्लांट्स जो पॉड बेरिंग होते हैं. POD, पॉड बेरिंग. ओके, फॉर एग्जाम्पल पीज. Peas are actually encased in a pod. Okay, in a pod. When you peel that pod, you take out the seeds. So leguminous plants are those plants which have pod. They are pod bearing plants. Clear? याद रखना. अच्छा, फ्रेंच मैरीगोल्ड. अब मैं आप लोगों को बता रहा था कि एनुअल प्लांट. ओके, टू ऑल दोज जो अभी अभी ज्वाइन हुए हैं, ओके, मैं उन लोगों को भी बता देता हूं. ओके, ठीक है, जो लोग अभी भी ज्वाइन हुए हैं मैं उनको बता देता हूँ कि आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट एनुअल प्लांट्स. ओके, व्हाट आर एनुअल प्लांट्स विच कंप्लीट देयर होल लाइफ साइकिल इन 1 year. फॉर एग्जांपल फ्रेंच मैरीगोल्ड, legumes such as peas and soyabeans. Okay, French marigold, this is the beautiful flower. Okay, ये बहुत सुंदर flower है and it is one of the examples of an annual plant. Okay, you can stare your eyes and wow, it's good, it's beautiful. ठीक है. Now I come to the second type of plant. Okay, the second type of plant is a biennial plant. Biennial plant is which takes 2 years. Bi मतलब दो. Okay, bi मतलब दो. So biennial plant takes 2 years to complete its life cycle. That is seed to seed. Okay, it will germinate, grow, survive, and then it will bloom and die. Okay, so biennial plants, it completes its life cycle within 2 years. 2 years के अंदर वो अपना लाइफ साइकिल कंप्लीट कर देता है. ओके, अच्छा, इसका एग्जांपल क्या है? ये बाइनल प्लांट्स का अनियंस एंड कैरेट्स आर गुड एग्जांपल्स, बट देयर इज वन मोर प्लांट, पार्सले. नाउ मैं पार्सले और आई एम एक्चुअली शोइंग यू द पिक्चर्स ऑफ दोज प्लांट्स व्हिच यू हैवंट हर्ड ऑफ और यू हैवंट सीन. दैट्स व्हाट आई अज्यूम. तो फॉर एग्जांपल पार्सले, अनियंस एंड कैरेट्स आई एम शो यार, सैलड्स में आप लोग खाते होंगे, खाना चाहिए, हेल्दी होता है. ठीक है, पार्सले इज ऑल्सो वेरी मच हेल्दी एंड इट्स अ herb. Okay, it's an herb and a flowering plant. It looks something like this, not something, it's exactly like this. Okay, this is the picture of parsley. अच्छा हाँ, एक और बात, जो लोग ये समझते हैं कि पार्सले धनिया होता है, धनिया नहीं है. Okay, it's not धनिया. Okay, धनिया कोरिएंडर अलग चीज़ है, पार्सले इज डिफरेंट. ये चीज़ मुझे कब मालूम पड़ी थी पता है? जब मैं एक रेस्टोरेंट में खाने गया था. आई वेंट टू अ रेस्टोरेंट एंड आई वाज लाइक हैविंग द सैलड. तो सैलड में दे गेव मी पार्सले. नाउ आई वाज एबल टू आइडेंटिफाई कि ये पार्सले है, दिस इज नॉट कोरिएंडर, बट आई वाज लाइक कंफ्यूज्ड. मैं मतलब ये ऐसा क्यों दिख रहा है, मतलब व्हाट इज सो डिफरेंट. देन आई स्टडीड समथिंग अबाउट पार्सले एंड कोरिएंडर. दे आर वेरी क्लोजली रिलेटेड, बट द डिफरेंस क्या है मैं बता देता हूँ आपको. सी कोरिएंडर में यू कैन सी द लीफलेट्स का शेप जो रहता है, दैट शेप इज ऑलमोस्ट एट द, इट्स ऑलमोस्ट लाइक क्लब, राउंड होता है. बट इन पार्सले the shape of the leaves are quite conical, elongated and conical. This is the major difference between coriander and parsley. Okay, clear? So don't get confused. I was talking about parsley being a biennial plant. Okay, Achha. Then there's the third but the last one. Okay, last type of plant according to the life cycle it completes in a time period. Okay, so perennial plants are which live more than 2 years, which completes its life cycle in 1 year is annual. जो अपना 2 साल में कंप्लीट करता है लाइफ साइकिल प्लांट, उसको बाइनियल कहते हैं. और जो 2 साल के ऊपर लगता है उसको पूरा लाइफ साइकिल कंप्लीट करने में, उस प्लांट को हम लोग पेरिनियल प्लांट कहते हैं. ठीक है, तो इस डेफिनेशन के हिसाब से जाएं तो ट्रीज है ना, ट्रीज पेरिनियल होते हैं. वो ऐसा नहीं कि 1-2 साल में गायब हो जाएंगे, नहीं, वो हमेशा रहते हैं, बहुत सालों तक रहते हैं, हजारों साल तक रहते हैं. ओके, एंड कॉमनली यूज्ड हर्बेशियस प्लांट्स भी पेरिनियल्स रहते हैं. Shrubs, trees, Shasta daisy. That Shasta daisy is the particular example which I am telling you. That is an example of perennial plant. This is the beautiful flower of Shasta daisy. Okay, so trees basically जो भी plant जो अपना life cycle it takes more than 2 years to complete, then that plant is known as perennial plant. Okay. शास्ता एक्चुअली कैलिफोर्निया में एक माउंटेन है, शास्ता माउंटेन, उसमें वाइट रहता है. इट इज समवॉट रिलेटेड टू दैट कलर जिसने ढूंढा था. ओके, चलो नेक्स्ट वन. नाउ फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल इट इज वेरी इजी टू आइडेंटिफाई द 3 phases ऑफ लाइफ. ओके, बाइनियल और एनुअल में. एनुअल प्लांट में यू कैन क्लियरली आइडेंटिफाई, ओके, दिस इज द जुवेनाइल पीरियड, दिस इज द रिप्रोडक्टिव, दिस इज द सेनेसेंट, बिकॉज एक ही साल में यू गेट द टाइम टू अंडरस्टैंड एंड इट क्लियरली शोज ऑफ द वेरिएशंस. Okay, same in biennial plants, but it is very hard to actually mark these phases in a perennial plant like trees. Okay, you can't, it's very hard, क्योंकि आप उसका juvenile कब तक देखोगे, फिर reproductive stage कब तक रहता है, and then senescent. It's very hard to mark these phases in a plant which grows for that long a period. Clear? अच्छा, disclaimer. All those who are interested in taking the free lectures, see, I really encourage all those students who are actually aspiring for NEET exams and 12th and 11th, आप लोग Telegram group join कीजिए. Okay, search this, you can see @free live classes for grade 9 to 12th. Search this group on the app. Okay, join this group. You will be able to participate in cash quiz. Cash quiz meaning आपको कैश मिलेगा. When you win prizes, when you answer correctly, you will be winning prizes. Okay, last time my student they interact with me, so they told me that her name is Prerna. She won a cash prize of 800 rupees. So that's good. पढ़ भी रहे हो, knowledge भी है और money भी है, so why don't you try it? Okay, and also you will get materials, study materials, that's free. So basically you're getting knowledge and money free of cost. Money free of cost, nice, na? Anyways, okay, so do not forget to join this. Okay, download the app and search this and join this group. Okay, chalo. So next, this was main thing जो मुझे आपको बताना था. Plants displaying unusual flowering phenomena. Now there are some plants which actually display unusual flowering phenomena. मतलब हमने क्या देखा, साल में एक बार कोई करता है या साल में 2 बार कोई करता है या पेरिनियल प्लांट्स, बट कुछ प्लांट्स ऐसे होते हैं जिनका फ्लावरिंग बहुत अजीबोगरीब होता है. इट्स वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग एंड अमेजिंग. ओके, फॉर एग्जांपल बैम्बू प्लांट फ्लावर्स वंस इन देयर लाइफ टाइम. पूरे लाइफ टाइम में एक ही बार फ्लावर निकालते हैं बैम्बू प्लांट. सो दिस इज वन एग्जांपल. सेकंड इज स्ट्रोबिलैंथस कुथिनिया. दिस इज नीलकुरंजी. नील मतलब ब्लू. These are blue flowers specifically found in the Munnar region of Kerala, and Kerala tourism promotes this the tourist place like anything. Okay, and the best thing about this नीलकुरंजी, आप लोग कभी देखा नहीं होगा तो प्लीज देखना, ये हमेशा 12 साल में एक बार फूल देता है. It flowers once every 12 years. Okay, so the last time it had flowered was in 2018 around October. Okay, अक्टूबर नवंबर ऐसा ही होता है. तो 2018 में हुआ था and it is like beautiful. Okay, this is an example of bamboo flower which I was telling कि once in a lifetime flowers देता है. These white colors are the bamboo flowers. Okay, once in a lifetime flowering. Amazing, ना? एक ही बार देता है. So you have to cherish the flowers. This is नीलकुरंजी. वाह. This is नीलकुरंजी. Okay, नीलकुरंजी is the flower I was talking about because Neel means blue. It's like dreamy blue shade. Now don't judge me on the color. Okay, don't say no it's purple and this is violet. नहीं है अभी blue. It is kind of bluish tone. Okay, and yeah, once in a blue bloom. Can you see this? This is the Munnar hill. उस पे पूरी it has been covered with all these नीलकुरंजी flowers, and the whole mountain, the Munnar region ना, वो meadows are covered with this blue color. It's amazing. And this to see this site, there are tourists coming from foreign lands, from foreign states. Okay, and Kerala government, as I told you, itself promotes this thing. It's a natural phenomena. It's very nice. Okay, and Munnar region में देखने को मिलता है. तो अगला जो आएगा, I think 2018 2030 2030 will be the next blooming phenomena for नीलकुरंजी. Do attend it and thanks to Kerala government, and please जाना and do watch it. Okay, जब तक साथ में रहे तो देखेंगे कि कैसा लगता है. मैं भी जाने की कोशिश करूंगा. मैं अभी तक गया नहीं हूँ, by the way, मेरे फ्रेंड्स गए. Okay, so this is नीलकुरंजी. Okay, so flowering phenomena I was talking about, and bamboo is a plant which flowers once in a lifetime. नीलकुरंजी, Strobilanthes kuthenia, this flower which you can see, is the one which flowers once in every 12 years. Recently 2018 में उसने दिया था. Next will be 2030. Okay. This is the angry chicken which I don't like, but I don't care because it's not angry on me. The thing is, see, birds which live in natural habitats, naturally जो birds जिंदा रहती हैं, which are free to roam here and there. Okay, they have a specific timing to lay eggs. They lay eggs seasonally. Okay, हर एक चीज का टाइम होता है. Everything has a time and a place. Okay, I won't be talking about places, but I will be talking about timings. Okay, so birds living in nature, okay, lay eggs seasonally, but birds which are found in poultry farms, which are domesticated, which are rare, okay, those birds are made to lay eggs throughout the year, obviously for business purposes. Like, so yeah, it won't be right to say that they are exploited for human needs. I don't know how that justifies anything, but okay, anyway, animal lover, bingo. Okay, so birds living in nature actually have a time, seasons to lay eggs, but poultry farms में birds को जबरदस्ती अंडे देने पे मजबूर किया जाता है. Okay, so that's exploitation, and that's what this chicken is up against. Okay, now there are placental mammals. For those who don't know what is placental mammal is a mammal which produce placenta while it's in the womb of the mother. Okay, so when in the development or in pregnancy we can see the development of placenta, those kind of mammals are known as placental mammals. Okay, now females of these placental mammals, okay, have two types of cyclic changes during their reproductive phase. Okay, during their reproductive phase they have two types of cyclic changes. First one is known as estrous cycle. It starts with an O, but O is silent. Okay, similarly as an estrogen. Okay, it used to start with O, now they have deleted the O. British English demands O. Okay, so estrous cycle and menstrual cycle. Now estrous cycle, okay, is something which is observed in non-primate mammals such as cows, deer, sheep, etc. Okay, non-primate mammals. And menstrual cycle is something which is observed in primates like humans, apes. Okay, anybody who does not know the meaning of non-primate and primate, I'll just give you a short thing. Primates are more like ape, like arboreal animals. Okay, and non-primates are other mammals. Primates have fingers. Okay, primates have fingers, and but non-primates don't have an opposable thumb or anything. No, they can't grab something. Okay, so they are all non-primates. Okay, this is the basic difference between menstrual cycle and estrous cycle. Let's just give it a quick glance. Okay, observed in primate females. Menstrual cycle primate females में होता है, ये आपको समझ में आ ही गया होगा, उम्मीद करता हूँ. And estrous cycle is observed in non-primate females. ठीक है? अच्छा, menstrual cycle में, okay, it occurs in the absence. Okay, it occurs at the end in absence of fertilization. Menstruation जब होता है जब fertilization नहीं हुआ है. That means you're not pregnant. That leads to menstruation. So in females, if they don't have periods, as we say to it, or they are not undergoing menstruation, there are chances they are pregnant. There are chances. Okay, that's not the only reason, by the way. Okay, take it. Estrous cycle में there is no menstruation, meaning there is no bleeding. Okay, अच्छा. Then menstrual cycle, copulation may take place in any season. The couple is hale and hearty and they can copulate in any season, menstrual cycle. But in estrous cycle, they have a certain amount of window, a period, a season in which they have that urge to copulate. Clear? Achha. Example, menstrual cycle में humans, okay, and in estrous cycle, cow, deer. Now I come to something very related: seasonal breeders and continuous breeders. Okay, these are just the terms which you should be aware of. आपको पता होना चाहिए कि terms का meaning क्या है. अच्छा, seasonal breeders जो रहते हैं, okay, what are seasonal breeders? Okay, they changes in the reproductive organs occurs only during favorable conditions. Organs में or reproductive organs only show changes, okay, transformation or some kind of other changes only during favorable conditions, when they think that is the right time to breed. That is the time when the reproductive organs show changes. But in continuous breeders, that change occurs throughout the reproductive phase. They can copulate anytime. See, okay, seasonal breeders may they reproduce and have a breeding season. They have a specific time during which they have to reproduce. Continuous breeders, they don't have any particular time, so they are free to reproduce any month, any year, any time, any date. Okay, seasonal breeders, the examples are dogs, rats. Continuous breeders, humans. Okay, so even dogs and rats have the time to copulate. I mean, have the time to, it came out wrong. Okay, they have a particular window in which they can copulate, breeding season. Humans are free to do as per their wish. Okay, most of the case. Okay, yeah, for those who don't know me yet, this is just something, a protocol I have to do. Okay, my name is Vinayak Gupta, subject matter expert and an online tutor. Happy to help you here. I hope you like the lectures. Okay, yeah, oh, no, I'm just mimicking this fellow. Okay, so anyways, this is alarm for our pop-up quiz. Pop-up quiz means I'll just ask you one question and you have to try answering that. Okay, so all the best. Ready for the question? Okay, I love to make the question appear as if magic happened. Martito, ¿por qué pasa? Tell me the lifespan of this creature. Elephant. Creature. Okay, so what is the lifespan of an elephant? A, 50 to 70, B, 60 to 70, C, 60 to 80, or D, 50 to 90. tell me lifespan, come on, tell me. Okay, so lifespan of elephant is, I'll give you 5 seconds. Those who are watching this video live have all the right to answer if they want. Those who are watching this recorded session, count till 5 with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The time is up, sorry. All those who have answered correctly, match your answers with what I am about to say. The answer is ta 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 ta. What happened to me? Okay, I am higher. Okay, so lifespan of an elephant is 60 to 80 years. Okay, that's the average lifespan I am talking about. Average lifespan is, watch my previous lectures for understanding that concept. Okay, so that this animal shows a lifespan of 60 to 80 years. Okay. Now, senescent phase and old phase. So we have successfully completed the 2 phases, juvenile or vegetative and the reproductive phase. Now I'll try to make you understand the old age senescent phase. I hope you are ready for it. Anyways, see, the onset of this phase indicates the nearing end of an organism. I literally read that out. Okay, so it means that the organism is tending towards its, okay, so now the body, see, as I told you, a body needs a reason to perish. So the reason starts with lowering of metabolism. The metabolism of the organism, it lowers down. Okay, the healing regenerative powers are negligible or very low. Okay, growth ceases. Okay, there is no further growth. Clear? So this indicates the onset of senescent phase, and the changes during this phase gradually and eventually leads to the death of an organism. May his soul rest in peace. Okay, but wherever they are in a better place than us. Okay, so now after studying all these phases, okay, after studying all these phases, juvenile or vegetative in plants, reproductive and senescent phases, okay, in the reproductive phase, if you want to study that in detail, okay, there are 3 events related when the organism is sexually very active, sexually reproducing, and those 3 events are actually related to fertilization. Fertilization means the fusion of gametes, male gamete, female gamete, zygote. Okay, so fertilization leads to zygote. Now, fertilization is the main event which the sexually reproducing organisms strive for. लेकिन ये जो reproduction होता है, ये fertilization जो होता है, इसके पहले, before all those events taking place, the preparation for fertilization, which is happening before, is the pre-fertilization event. Okay, and all those events happening after fertilization, such as development of embryo, okay, that is actually the post-fertilization event. Okay, clear? So these are the 3 events which happen, which occur in a sexually reproducing organism. Okay, so I'll just give you a brief intro about pre-fertilization events and then end my session so that you have a time to revise all those things जो मैंने अभी आपको पढ़ा है. उसके बाद आप लोग घर पे जाके अच्छे बच्चे बन के इसको पढ़ सकते हो. Be a nice kid and do the homework. Okay, so I'll just start and give you a brief description about pre-fertilization events. Now see, common sense है, अगर हम लोग fertilization कर रहे हैं, अगर if you want to attain fertilization, okay, so all those preparation for fertilization will include gametogenesis, because fertilization includes gametes का fuse होना. So gametes के fuse होने के लिए gametes होने जरूरी है, इसलिए gametes को बनाना, to form gametes, to manufacture gametes, okay, that process is known as gametogenesis. First, this is the first part of pre-fertilization. So gametes पहले बनते हैं, then the gametes are transferred to the right place. That is called gamete transfer. So these are the 2 things happening before fertilization. Hence these 2 are said to be the pre-fertilization events. Make sense? Always does. Sure, bro. Okay, chalo. Anyways, it was nice taking a session with you all. Okay, my love to you all. And any doubts, please mention below in the comment section. And do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Yeah, अच्छे से याद करिए. Like, share, and subscribe. if you like this lecture. Okay, be true to yourself, and I'll also have a good feedback from you all. Okay, love you, thank you, and I hope you enjoyed the lecture. I did, man, I did.